Hey folks, Sammy Porchop, your favorite late night early bird. Just check to see if I have audio. It looks like I do. Okay. Uh, so so yeah, I got a couple thoughts that sort of a personal nature. I figured I'd bring you guys in on board with this to see if you can see through from any different angles. Uh, I, don't, I put a certain amount of my personal life on social media, but not all of it. I'm not going to tonight. But I've my bills are paid. Um, you know, I have a humble lifestyle. I have humble origins, uh, but I'm comfortable. I work a part-time job uh, at a department store, and I've that being the case, God, for years now, I've wondered how can I take that same idea, same theory of having my bills paid for with um, with a supplemental income, um, but actually do something I love. I and it's been on my mind more so lately. Um, I'm getting to the point where I'm not performing at my job at the level I once had. You know, I'm finding that I love uh, what I do in my uh, off work hours way more than I do actually working. And let me clarify, I like my job. I have a good job. I, it's not something that is a lot of BS or a lot of stress. Um, just I work with good people. I work with good coworkers. You know, typically your average customer is at the store very, very kind. Nobody's really there to get over on anybody else, which is a rare thing in this world, and maybe that's why maybe I've stayed stuck it out there too long. But I'm starting to think, I'm 42. Um, Retirement, technically retirement. What's that? Mid 60s. I don't have a lot of time as an equity, as a resource. Um, and so I'm trying to figure out, like, what other equity, what other resource can I, plug into? I love my artwork. That's specifically what I'm talking about. How do I, I've thought that social media was the way to do it. Kind of not thinking that now. Um, but I've just recently, in the past month or so, taken on a new tact of, volume, creating artworks in volume, so that, if I do wind up with a calling, um, which is what I'm praying for. I'm praying that I have a calling for to express my creativity through handmade art. And I'm praying that that I that the that the way will be revealed. Um, because I don't want to be one of those people that um, you know at the silver or golden years of their life says, well, if only I had done this, And it's early enough and late enough in my life to where that's beginning to form sort of the mental picture in my mind, of like where I'm going or where I want to be, where I am, where I will go, whether I like it or not. So I'm trying to figure out what's an option, what's a requirement, and what equity I need to get this off the ground. I mean, look, I'm going to show you something that I'm working on. And the whole inspiration for this is, I had my headphones on. I was listening to a podcast, um, and I've got uh, I sometimes have this attention thing, and you know sometimes my attention wanders. Okay, so my attention wanders a lot, but I can also get manic or depressive. So my mental clarity, my mental health is very important to me. And I haven't been taking care of that as much as I need to because I've been just putting things together. Things didn't come together in my teens. Things didn't come together in my 20s. Things started to come together in my 30s. And now I'm at a crossroads again. And I don't know, man, but I know the art is calling to me, and I just let me describe it this way is I just now, as I was fleshing out the color on this particular artwork, which I like, I came across a small segment of time that was in between the ticks. Because, like, if you can hear a clock, like one of the ones that the hand goes around the dial and it's not flashing numbers or something, then sometimes if it's the right kind of clock, you'll hear tick, tick, tick as the second hand goes around the clock. And so I found a place in my mind where I guess you could say I reached eternity for a second or for a moment. Um, and I was lost between the ticks because I was just creating. And that is what my heart and soul longs for. Not attention, not money, but just humble beginnings and humble actualization. Look, folks, I love you. I love all of you. Help me put this thing together. I need my team. Peace out.